Welcome to Empower. I'm glad you're together with us today. My name is Beatrice Chuchu. In this program, we focus on people and workplace. And we always say that workplace doesn't mean you have to be employed. You can still be doing your business. So you can also be employed in a formal setup or an informal setup. Whatever God has placed in your hands to do, and you're doing it outside there, we focus on such areas and people that are doing that work. So we continue to discuss, to converse, and see how can we become the people God designed us to be from the beginning, because you're supposed to excel and glorify God. And above all, you have to make the light shine in the marketplace. Today, I'm blessed to have a special lady with me who's going to introduce herself, and then you can continue the conversation. Welcome. Introduce yourself to our viewers.
Thank you. My name is Kendi Kirimi. I am born again. I love the Lord. Yeah, and I serve the Lord in every way. Wow. And through everything that He has given me. Yeah.
Wow, beautiful, Carol, to hear that you love the Lord and you want Him to guide you in everything.
Yes.
So can you tell us what you do for your everyday living in the marketplace? What do you exactly do?
I am a baker.
Wow.
Yeah, I am a baker. I love putting it like I'm a professional baker. Because
yes.
Yeah.
Some of us are bakers, but you're not professional.
Yeah, because there are so many bakers. There are bakers at
know.
home. There are bakers who are trying. There are those who do
like me.
cookies, biscuits, and they call themselves bakers.
Yes.
But for me, I call myself a professional baker.
Wow,
because
amazing.
This is what I have decided to do. This is what God has placed in my hands. I've gone to school for it.
Wow.
Yeah, I've learned. I have skills. I'm skilled for it. So,
yes.
And I'm in it. Yeah, and I want to pursue it to the greatest height that God wants me to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love that. Professional baker.
Yeah.
You know, I love professional because I believe when you're professional, you do it the right way, the way it's supposed to be done.
Yeah.
Because especially baking, as I say, even me, I bake a cake in my home.
Yes.
But I'm not a baker.
Yeah.
But I can read the instructions and bake a cake, and my family enjoys it.
Yes.
But seriously, it's not professional.
Yeah.
I love that. How did you start this? Is it that, you know, some people start some of these things because they love doing it when they are young, or maybe mama was doing it. How did it come to be for you?
For me, I've loved it since when I was young, yes. And I hoped to do it someday. Not when I was young, though.
Yes.
But when I got employed, I was working. I worked for 1.5 years before I started my own business.
Yes.
And for me, I love putting it like I got it. It was like baptism by fire, because how I began it was not planned.
Oh, tell us more.
So after I got my job in one of the best hospitals in Nairobi, I'm not going to name it.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I got the job in 2019, and I worked 2019. I worked through 2020 up to August.
Yes.
And so this is when COVID had hit. Yeah, and it was serious, and there was lockdown, and so laying off of employees came in, and I was laid off. It was so unexpected. I had just begun my career, you know, with so much expectations, you know, so many dreams, and I had to sit still and just absorb it. Thank God, I still loved the Lord.
Yes.
So I had someone to hold on. There was someone who gave me the strength to go through the tough season.
Yes.
Because it was painful, it was tough. And in that season, you could not apply for jobs. There were no advertisements. There was lockdown. So it was like everything just shut off. Yeah, and I was like blank.
Yeah.
But when I was still working, I was thinking of how I'll just go for classes.
Yes.
For baking, and because I wanted to do it as part-time, on a part-time basis.
Yes.
So here it has happened, it has come. So I was not organized.
Yes, I
you
can
know?
imagine.
Yeah.
Yes. Because it was very fast,
Yeah.
unexpected.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it happened, and I packed my things and went home. It took me 6 months before I began the journey of the business.
Yes.
Because I had to, first and foremost, just sit and
Yeah.
be still and work, see how I'm going to figure it out. What am
Yes.
I going to do next? Yeah, because, you know, being salaried for 1.5 years,
I know.
it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not
When
easy.
you just-
Your parents have washed their hands
Yes.
of you.
The girl is now working.
Yeah, yeah, the girl is working, you're paying your bills, you're paying your everything, and now
It's
the doors
over.
have shut. It's over.
Wow.
And so I went home. Yeah, I went home. And thank God I have supportive parents.
Yes.
They stood with me.
Yes.
I didn't have so much savings.
Yes.
So they stood with me. I was encouraged. And in that season, it was a season of also in pain, just soaking in God. The 6 months, I don't regret looking back, because
Wow. Amazing.
those 6 months, I really studied the word, because that is where I would get consolation.
Yes.
So I could lock myself in my bedroom and just study the word and just pray.
Yes.
And just ask God what next. And with time, you know, God spoke to me. God gave me dreams. And,
Yes.
you know, someone else just, God used my mom actually.
Wow.
Yeah, and I had not spoken to her concerning it.
Yes.
So a day I dreamt like today, and then 2 days later, my mom had a dream, and I did not share with it I did not share the dream with her.
The dream with her, yes.
Yeah. So I decided to keep it to myself.
Yes.
And after 2 days, my mom gave me a dream that related exactly.
Wow. Confirmation. Yes.
Yeah, confirmation. So this was it. I knew that this is what now God wants me to pursue. This is it. Now
Yes.
this is what next. So what next? I need to go for classes.
Yeah, so that you learn.
Yeah.
So that you can do it
so
the
that
right
I learn.
way.
Yes, I loved it. I had the basics.
Yes.
You know, I could bake at home.
Yes.
Yeah, the normal cakes that you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, but you know, I could not do that commercially.
Yes,
Yeah,
you need to
because
sell.
yeah, this is
It's a
to be
business.
consumed by other people. This is
Yes.
a business. So I had to go to school and upgrade my skills.
Wow.
Yeah, and I got some support from my parents.
Yes.
Still, and I went to school for 3 good months. I learned.
Yes.
Yeah, and from there I started the journey. Yes.
Wow, that is so good. And it's good to listen to you and see. You took advantage of those 6 months to seek God,
Yes.
because things have come to an end.
Yes.
What next? No jobs.
Yeah.
People are not employing right now.
Yeah.
We are all in a state whereby we don't know what tomorrow has.
Yes.
So, but you choose to run to God.
Yes.
And through that, God spoke. Amazing. So after 3 months, you've done the course. How did you start? I'm eager to hear how you started this business and you're still doing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So starting
And
off,
you have, you know what happens, maybe to cut
Yeah.
you short, if a job comes to an end and you had bills and all that, most of the time we use whatever we had saved.
yes,
So within no time, we may not have much.
yes,
Because we are spending, we are paying rent, we are feeding, this and that. So how did you come up with the start?
So, as I had earlier said that I had some savings, but
Yes.
were not much. So, the savings that I had is what I used now to start afresh. Because when the job ended,
Yes.
I packed my things and went back home.
Oh.
In the village.
Oh, where mommy is now.
Yeah, where mom is. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is where I spent my 6 months.
Ah, yes, I
Yeah.
understand.
Yes. And then I came back when now I started off and I was coming for classes, I came back to the city.
Yes.
And I had some savings, so I looked for a house.
Yes.
Now it's a fresh start.
Wow, yeah.
An affordable house. I went for classes. And then now after I finished,
Yes.
now I started, baking and starting to sell. Now that's something that it's not easy.
Yes.
And it was not easy because this is something that I had not done before. But thank God there's something, there's YouTube, so you can go
learned.
and learn from those bakers who have gone ahead of you.
So you didn't you didn't start, like I can say maybe I'd be employed in a bakery for some months, then I start mine.
No.
Wow.
I
Courage.
started it out myself.
So the savings were able to buy what you need to use?
Yeah.
The items, the equipment?
Yeah. The little that I could.
Yes.
Yes.
And now you're doing it from your house. I can
From
imagine.
my house. From my house. Yes. From my house. Yeah. It's one thing that gave me courage is that I have God. This is God who gave me this idea.
I get it.
This is God who has given me this business.
Yes.
And therefore I'm not on my own. And all you need is God.
Yes.
So God gave me the courage. God gave me, the strength to push through. I was not discouraged. I did not look at, the big bakeries and, get intimidated because I'm just starting. Yeah. I knew that a journey of 1,000 miles, like they say it, starts with the first step. And this is the journey, this is my journey, and God is with me. And the best is yet to come.
Wow.
So I trusted God from the beginning. Yes.
It's quite amazing to listen. Now, another question. I know we will take a short break in a short while, but I'll be eager even as we come back to understand how the journey has been. Because you're starting a business. This is a business that you're going to bake, something that you can't keep for months.
Yeah.
Perishable.
Yes.
And you know that step of starting, I have to start the first cake. How do people know I have it? How do I get them? We are taking a short break. We'll come back so that you can answer those many questions that I have, because it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being part of this program. We are taking a short break. We'll be right back. Don't go far. My name is Beatrice Chuchu.